Heard the term sell out, or he or she sold their soul to the devil. Hollywood sellout is different from a Christian sellout, even though they both pretty much do the same thing. A Hollywood sellout is someone who sells out for the agenda of the satanic elite. For riches, for fame, for notoriety, they'll promote evil, they'll promote immorality, and they'll do it on the highest level, reaching the most people, right, to get a bag. But there are also plenty of sellouts from people that used to follow Christ, people that saw power in the principles of God, right? People who've seen different things and understood different things, right? It says in one of the letters that, they came to spy out our freedom, and that they were of us, but they came out from us, that it be manifest that they were not of us. For had they been of us, they would have remained with us. I personally know some people like this. They were once all reverent, they read the Bible, they were passionate, they were lively, and at some point they got tired of waiting. They had an agenda, they had something that they hadn't dealt with, some pride, some trauma, some hurt they hadn't dealt with. They wanted God to exalt them more than they wanted to exalt God, right? It tells us that the gifts and callings, right, of God are irrevocable, right? They're not to be repented of. So God will give you a gift. He'll give you, right? We all have gifts. Even though the person that you consider the ordinary person has a gift in an area that, nobody else has. But when you walk with God for a while, that's why you gotta be careful, because God will give you a confidence. He'll give you a level of wisdom. He'll give you a passion, right, that you didn't really have before, that you didn't acquire without Him. And if you grow weary, right, that's why it says do not grow weary in well doing, right? Because if you grow weary, you can try to use that for evil. You can try to tap into your gift for something very worldly that will get you lots of accolades, that will get you lots of praise. A lot of people will be like, you'll get a lot of people want to come to you and reap from you. That's why it says that you cannot bear fruit unless you abide in the vine, right? Christ is the vine. People won't get from you what they need, right? To get that healing, right? To get that transformation that they need through God's Spirit, unless you are walking in the Spirit of love, unless you are abiding in Christ, unless your mind is focused on Him and that He's giving you understanding. He's giving you wisdom, right? He's strengthening you to walk in the light, right? To walk in the Spirit. God will test you. He will see what you will do, right? With that freedom. He'll take a step back and see what you'll do with that. That's why it says, and all that you do, honor God, right? Do it as you're doing it unto Him. God gave you authority, He gave you wisdom, and He gave you light. Don't use it for your own agenda. Be very careful. That's literally what happened with Satan, right? He wanted it all to himself, and he failed. The first sin was pride. The satanic doctrine is do as thou wilt, right? Do as you want. Don't do as you want.